you take anything out of this woman's manic tweets, take this. She referred to one of your bars that you have spit on Magnet. That's flattery if I know it. For Nicki.
No clearance. What up? What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, here with Queen of the Pod herself, KC. Boom, boom, boom.
In the club with my twin, we be vibing.
Hey.
What's going on?
Chilling. How are you doing?
Alive and well. That'll always be my answer. Because you got to be grateful for the breath you have, you know?
Man, it's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Jay. Before we say shout out to Jay, happy birthday to his wife.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Right here. Happy birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. Come find your note. Yeah.
You feel me? Also, let me just say happy birthday to my mama. Hey, mama!
Hey!
Mama! Big shout out to my mama, man. You know, my mama been watching my daughter while I'm at work, so much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Much appreciated to her. I took her out to dinner last week.
Okay, what'd you take her?
We took it to this spot called Carmine's. This is like a Italian Carmine's. Carmines. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a family share, family style. You know, big meals spread around. You feel me?
Oh, the bill heavy, huh?
You know, I love my mom.
And here's the thing: you can love your parents, but now you see how they felt when they.
That's a fact. I think it was necessary, but see, you gotta understand. At least they would be like, "No, you not getting that." They could have at least said that. You know what I'm saying? Or at least growing up, we was on the kids menu.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, but for me, as the
fuck
one,
up these chicken tenders and fries. You good? You could pick the sauce. Matter of fact, you know what I mean. You want honey mustard instead of ketchup? But yeah,
you feel me? Big shout out to my mama. My mama she ordered for the family. She ordered the mixed seafood pasta. You feel me? Now that mixed seafood,
okay,
that came with calamari, mussels, clams. You know that linguine pot, the white sauce.
White sauce.
Wine sauce, you feel me?
Yeah.
Now the one thing that made this is quite up there in price was it also came with a lobster. and so the price on the menu.
Prices going up.
that price said MP. Now when it says market price,
fuck all that. When the price is letters, it's a wrap.
Now here's the thing though. I just not 9 times out of 10 if I see that I ask. You gotta ask, what's the market price?
Yeah.
It's my mama's birthday. I ain't want to look cheap today.
You can say that. It's all
right.
I
know a lot of people like to say, a lot of people like to put me in that qualification.
Hey, Tyler, we're not gonna fight facts. You're cheap. And it's okay. But on your mother's birthday, you're saying you didn't, you was like,
I'm blessed.
You know what?
I'm blessed to be in position to do what I did. And so yeah, shout out to my mama, man. I'll do it again next year.
MP is crazy though. Excuse me, say what, sir? Market. Okay, market.
I
price.
said, I tried. I tried, right? I said,
hey, my man.
But we could get the appetizer with all this stuff, and then we can get, the shrimp.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
And my mama go, nah, I want the mix.
She doubled down. She said, no, I want the mixed one.
Okay, cool.
So then that means she had a good time. She left.
She had a good time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I was happy about that. She had a good time. So yeah, I had a good time too. I said, well, I'm here. Might as well.
Was it both your
Mine
parents
is
or just your mom? I
I
don't know
took
if you
both
said
my
that earlier.
parents. I took both
Okay,
my
that's
parents. Now, I
nice.
ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Initially, before my mother, be- before my mother said, "Let's go to Carmine's," I was gonna take her to another spot that wasn't family style. You feel me?
Okay.
So initially, when I came to the house, I go, "Hey, Ma, we want to take you to dinner." I looked
Mm-hmm.
at my pops. I said, "Now, pops, respectfully, I would just, I would just take my mama."
Tyler,
Re-
no, you did. You said it to
I
your dad.
not lie. I said respectfully, pop. I would just take my mama,
I just wanted,
cause
like, son and mother time.
and then when she said, "Oh, we go look," well, I'd like to go to Carmine's do the. I said, "Oh, family style." All right, pop. All right,
Hey,
pop. Come on.
you got invited
Yeah,
back.
come
Come on.
on. Come
I'm
on. Now,
screaming.
shout out to my pop because he understood. He ain't feel no way.
Mm.
And my wife was looking at me crazy. She said, "Was you serious?" I was like,
Dead
I
ass.
was, but
Come
um,
on, Drew. Yeah, keep him in line. Lord have
that's what
mercy.
you got a wife for. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Tyler's like, well, Dad, you can sit this one out. Like, don't feel pressure to come. Like, you're good.
We'll
Oh,
bring some
God.
back. All right. Big shout out to Jay. Jalen normally gives us his nerd news.
Nerd news,
Um,
nerd news.
but because he is not here, I will give you Tyler's Tech Time.
There you
Hey.
go. There you go. Yeah.
While
Nice.
I am not
Clock
too
it.
versed in the world of comics
Mm,
and anime. I
correct.
am versed in another nerd universe known as technology. I would like to talk
Mm,
today about artificial intelligence and these a lot of these chatbots
mm,
that are being used,
mm,
for people who want to use AI.
mhm,
I just want to go through a couple of them and just let you know the things I like, dislike, whoop de wop de whoop. You feel me? So look, one thing we gotta understand when we talk about AI, right? The main thing that's being used in AI is what they call large language models or LLM, right? So the way these things are set up, all of this data is being put in these databases. That's where we get a lot of these data warehouses. I don't know if you've been seeing anything in the news about these places,
mm,
but you can see these buildings. They're just like really more so like ridiculously long. And these
mm.
buildings have all they literally have is computers. Just computers stacked on top of each other. These things can go the size of 2-3 football fields.
Oh, wow.
Just filled with computers and a really good security system.
Have to.
And you gotta make sure, and it's like super cold in there, they're freezing. Anyway, inside of these are just like databases,
Mm,
servers that hold a lot of information, and they have systems to put the information together whenever you ask the AI to do anything, right? So different companies have different ways of gathering data to tell you to answer your questions.
mm,
All the LLM is the information and the system it uses to answer your question, right? For the most part, is way more
mm,
technical shit. I'm just here to inform the people.
mm,
So there's a couple different AI tools, AI chat, like general AI tools that I've been messing around with over the past couple months, maybe the past year. Of course, the biggest one everybody knows is Chat GPT.
Huh,
Um,
my nigga.
Chat GPT by OpenAI. So I this is the most preferred for most people, right? Chat GPT. Now, if you use the app, it has like 4 or 5 different LLMs, also known as GPT-3, GPT-5,
Mm,
GPT-4, whatever. You feel
mm.
me? And so based on whichever one you're using, you're probably either paying for it. If you're paying for it, you're getting the most updated one, which means all the information is like all the way up to date. Um,
Only for $20 a month. Not that I pay for it. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie, I used it to make a book one time. But honestly, I didn't need to pay for it to make the book. What
Mm.
with the real, you're paying for it so that you get unlimited amount of tokens. The
Oh,
way they're able
prompts,
to,
right?
yeah, the way they're able to remember all of the information is through like they have like a token system, And so if you
Ooh.
use up a whole bunch, if you're
Yeah.
not paying for it, they'll be like, hey, bro,
You
come
gotta
back
chill.
tomorrow. 24 hours off, come back tomorrow. So when I was writing the book, I was generating images and they was just like,
Yeah.
you got to pay for this. So it was cool,
Mm-hmm.
$20 a month. I like ChatGPT. The way the information gets displayed is it's a little cool. I feel like on a interface standpoint, it could be better, but information wise, I think it's great. I think it's pretty good, and it's the first one. It was the first of its kind. You kind of got to give it some props for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now ChatGPT, uh, the cool part about it, of course, Microsoft is part ownership of OpenAI, which is the company that makes GPT. Microsoft has its own AI, which is literally the same as ChatGPT, but it's called Microsoft Copilot. So if you
Okay.
ever happen to have Microsoft at work,
Mm-hmm.
most people, I'm pretty sure, may not have this on their laptop at home. But if you have it at work or you have like Microsoft 365,
Yeah.
you'll see Microsoft Copilot. That is Microsoft's version of GPT under their operating system or whatever. Now, what's
Mm-hmm.
cool about that is you can use it on your desktop, but it also connected to your web browser, Bing. If you have
Mm.
Bing, you can like chat GPT and search the web at the same time,
Is
and it
Bing still
makes
a
it pretty.
thing?
Bing's still a thing.
Oh, okay.
Bing is still a thing, and yeah, and Copilot's on Bing, so you can
Okay.
like chat GPT, surf the web, same screen. You don't got to go switching tabs. It's kind of all there, so it kind of gives you like it's
Mm.
an easier way to grab info. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I kind of like Copilot. It gives you, instead of like giving you different GPT options, it'll be like, do you want a fast response or do you want me to think about this? It gives you like options that way, and
Mm.
then it can give you a little better answers. You feel me?
Based on
Um,
that, yeah.
mhm. My preferred is Gemini. I actually like Google Gemini the most. I just feel like it give me better, especially as somebody who codes. They give me better responses. They explain their responses a little bit better,
Yeah.
and I'm a fan of anything that kind of works with Google in that way. So shout out to Gemini, and then my wife likes Perplexity. Have you heard of Perplexity?
I haven't heard of perplexity. Mm-mm.
So she prefers this one. She likes to talk. You could talk to it. I mean, I know Google probably can too, but you could talk to it, give you an answer. It's a little bit more interact
Mm.
user interactive friendly
Mm-hmm.
than some of the other ones. But there's a lot of options out there, people. That's all I wanted to let you guys know.
Mm.
Play with all of them. That sounds crazy. Play with all of the AI apps.
I think I saw Gemini. I think because my job uses Google, like for the email
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So I saw Gemini, but I didn't like really interact with it too much. But now that I know it's a different form of chat, I'm gonna mess
Yeah.
around with it. I'm gonna see what it's like.
If your job uses Google, you most likely have the pro version too. So make sure, like, normally you can if you go on Gemini or any of that, like,
Mm.
normally in the top left it'll be like
Yeah.
which version you want to use,
Yeah.
and depending on what you're doing, yeah, try that pro version, see what
Oh,
it
okay.
do. Gemini has been boasting about their image generator. I haven't tried it yet, but let's say you want to just make something for your class or something like that,
Yeah.
try it out. Let me know how it go.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. It's a lot of nerd shit going on, but I rock with the AI. It's been helping me crazy at work, speeding up my process.
Hmm.
Very,
You
very.
have
Uh,
no idea.
and it's funny. It's funny because it's like people who really they don't even really know um, what it really can do. People we ask it a lot of weird
and
stuff,
here
but
and
you can take it far.
here's the thing. I think that it's important that we all mess around with it, right? But if
Mm,
you're at work, please don't copy and fucking paste the prompts in there. Like I've
yeah,
seen
no.
people, you know how at the end it's like, hey, do you want me to wooty woo? You know what I mean? I have seen too many emails where people have not taken that out. So now, and we already know they use chat because it's hella emojis. Like it's very telling that this is not something you came up with. But to
Yeah.
leave that ending part in there is like you didn't even proofread it. You just gave your whole life to chat and said, "Go
Yeah.
forth and be great." Please proofread.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need people to, first of all, that number one, that is the first and foremost recommendation. Please proofread your AI prompts and the answers because they could say some bullshit. They are not always true.
Nope.
And if they're wrong, they'll make something up. But also, just
Now make
tell
something up.
they will make something up, and you be like, "Give me proof." They can't give you proof. I swear. Um, and just tell them, "Hey, make me sound professional." Like, just end it with like, "Hey, I just want to sound," or "This is what I do." Let them know what you know. Don't get you ain't
Yeah,
gotta give nigga too much information, but
no,
like,
but you got to give them something. They got to
yeah.
know. Okay, is this an email for your homies or is this for the job? You know what I mean?
One thing
That's
I like to start all my prompts with saying like, act like a software engineer or act like a corporate professional.
yeah.
Always start with telling it what to act like and then give it
Mm.
the situation and be like,
And
respond with
then
this many
correct.
words. Be descriptive, bro. You can't be general. It's
The
almost like
be-
talking to a child.
the more descriptive you are, the better the results is too. I hate when
That's a
people are
fact.
like, "Oh, chat is trash," but you're not feeding it right. You know what I mean? Like you're not
Yeah.
giving it the right prompt. You
Mm-hmm.
want an email, but you typed in something about a goddamn table or a graph. Like that's not. You know what I mean? That's two different
Yeah.
things. So know what
Yeah.
you need from chat.
I think this is the beauty about understanding AI. You still need to be smart.
Mm.
You still need to have some
Ooh.
form of education to use AI.
Clock it.
You
Clock
can't
it.
be out here thinking AI gonna give you the answers to
You
everything
gotta come
and
in
you
with
can
a
rule the world.
foundation. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. We all gotta have something. Got it. Yeah. Thank you, Casey. That's Tyler's Tech Time. Shout out to Jay. He'll be back with whatever he wants to talk about next week. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I
gonna be
did
some
watch
nerd
Peacemaker
shit.
though. I did watch Peacemaker, and I'm gonna let Jay get into his bag about it. You feel me? Because
Cool.
I don't
Yeah.
wanna ruin that.
Casey. Yeah. Casey don't got too much for you on that one. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, I believe you said I asked you about this. You want to do the picks
Correct.
now?
Mm-hmm.
It's time for KC's picks. Yo, that's hard. I ain't even think to use that type of theme music for this.
I'm
But
getting, because I'm getting confident in my picks.
it's time for KC's picks now. I would give you a percentage of
Okay.
how you did last week, but I forgot.
Cool.
I'm pretty
So
sure.
I'm gonna go with 100. Shoot, when in
Nah,
doubt,
because I know I think did you have Baltimore beating the Chiefs?
I did.
Yeah, you was wrong about that one, Casey.
Damn.
But you did have the Eagles beating the Bucks, and I'm pretty sure you had the Seahawks beating Arizona.
Yup.
But there was one more game.
I mean, what's going on, B more? Like, I mean, shake
Oh,
it
you
off.
had the Patriots. You had the Patriots beating Carolina. Yeah.
Did
So
they?
you was, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you was 75%.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
solid.
that's solid. It's passing. It's passing.
That's solid. All right.
It's not an A, but
KC, we're coming up on another week of football, man. We are officially getting into the month of October.
ooh, getting
What
spooky.
a time. What a time. This is when it really matters. September's a warm up. Let's see where the team's at. Who actually came ready
It's a
to
pulse
start.
check. Yeah.
But now October, oh yeah. Second half of the first half of the season. Very important.
No
Very
pressure.
important.
Okay.
KC, we have a NFC West division game. Ironically, they had an NFC West division game last week. The San Francisco 49ers are playing the Los Angeles Rams on Thursday night. This game is in Los Angeles. Both teams have the same record of 3-1. This is the Thursday night game.
Okay.
Who you got?
49ers, Rams. I mean, they are on, home. They're at home, so I feel like
Yeah.
that has gives them an advantage. I'm gonna go Rams. I'm gonna go Rams.
Yeah, I like that pick. As I'm looking at the stats, all of the Rams leaders in
Hmm.
statistical categories,
Yeah.
except for tackles, the Rams have they're doing better than the 49ers. I
Boom.
don't know.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna lock in on
So,
Rams then.
all right, all right. Got to keep the streak going here. KC, we have the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Denver Broncos. This game is in Philadelphia.
Mhm.
Um, the Eagles are undefeated with 4-0, while the Broncos are 2-2. Um, what else can I say? Who you got, KC?
When in doubt, fly it out. Eagles. That was off the dome too. Eagles
Hey,
fans, you're
KC.
welcome. You're welcome.
KC, you're a wordsmith. You are a wordsmith. All right. Let's find some decent games. The Monday night game.
Okay.
This is interesting. The Kansas City Chiefs are playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is in Florida, in Duval, Jacksonville.
I'm
Um,
just such a fucking hater. Because I know who's gonna win, but I know who I want to pick.
who you want to pick, Casey?
Anybody other than the Chiefs.
All righty, we're going with the Jacksonville
Hmm.
Jaguars then. And one more game. Let's try to find a good matchup here, man. It's not looking like there's any really good matchups. The closest we got. All right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, coming off a loss to the Eagles, are playing the
Ooh.
Seattle Seahawks, who just won last Thursday. So they got a couple more days
Okay.
of rest than Tampa. Both teams are coming in at 3-1.
Damn.
Buccaneers quarterback is Baker Mayfield. Seattle is Sam Darnold. Yeah. This is it was a primetime game, 4 o'clock.
Where is it? Where are they playing?
My bad. The game is in Seattle. Seattle is notorious for being one of
Okay.
the loudest stadiums in the NFL.
Well, I guess I gotta go with the Seahawks.
So you going with the home team. Home
Yeah, yeah,
team
yeah.
on every game going with the home team. I like it. All right. That's KC's picks, man. Look, if you want to put some money on those, we just ask. Bring some money back.
Scrape something off the top, please and thank you.
Scrape off the top. Scrape
That's
off the
it.
top. Now,
Mm.
let's get into KC's tea. Clean. KC, what's going on in these streets?
Ooh, the tea is hot today. We got crash outs. And let me tell you, first of all, I'm going to start this tea time on a high. Okay?
Okay.
I want to go ahead and I want to continue to praise Cardi B. This album is still doing numbers. This is now her second number one album, which when you think of rap, I don't know. And Taya the connoisseur, you get me together. I don't know if that's something that has been done uh, a lot of times, right? So that in itself, we have to lend
Correct.
give her kudos on it. That's not an easy feat.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we know that when a female MC is thriving and doing well, particularly Cardi B, we know that the crazy
Haters going,
lady,
hey.
the crazy
Oh.
lady comes out of the
Oh.
asylum
Your
and
girl.
gets to clacking on the keys and gets on Twitter. Nikki
Yo, it never
is
fails.
it never fails. Nikki first announced that her album is coming, I guess, March 27th on the 26th. Yes, you guessed it. That's of next year. And here's the thing. It's not that Nikki's promoting this album. It's that you picked this time and where Cardi is experiencing like a career high. There was a lot of anticipation behind this, and she's doing really well, right?
Yeah.
To announce this album. Now, my thing is, okay, cool, whatever, rock out. But then we get to going back and forth with Cardi B, and I'm a little upset with Cardi B because you just need to continue to let the numbers talk. Yes, Nikki has, She got some things under her belt, but let your numbers do the talking. Don't engage, because when you engage with people that are desperate for attention, they don't see like bad attention, good attention. They just see attention, period. They're pivoting the light from your project and the great shit you got going on to now this interaction you have on the internet. There's also a phone call floating around where Cardi B is like crashing out and is basically like, drop the pin. Like, I want to know where she's at. Oh, she's in New York. Where is she at? There's speculation that she's talking about Spice, Ice Spice, but then there's also speculations that she's talking about Nicki Minaj. Either way it goes, I really hate this for Cardi, and I need her to go back and recluse and just don't say anything, don't engage. Let them crash out and look crazy on the internet. Let that be it. But I will say this, Cardi. I will say this. If you take anything out of this woman's manic tweets, take this. She referred to one of your bars that you have spit on magnet. That's flattery if I know it.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
Nicki Minaj, this is a woman who's like, my pen, my pen. To quote one of your bars, to use that and kind of, ooh, let me tweak it. I'm not saying that the bar was like tough or it was good, but the fact that she referenced your shit tells you the shit's a bop. Like, it's undeniable at that point. What are your
No,
thoughts,
very
Tyler?
true. Very
Yeah,
true. Very true. Hey, look, it's not looking good for New York. It's not looking
it's
good
not.
for the city. Uh, when you speculating to crash out on two women that is
Mm,
all in the same from the same area, it's just like this ain't good for hip hop.
no.
This ain't good. This ain't good. Like this would have been the perfect time after you drop a number one to
Mm-hmm.
give us, all hey ladies, let's all come together and make this, let's make it shake.
Correct.
You know. Hey,
And,
and you're very right. Why is Nicki promoting an album 1 year ahead?
mhm.
Like why would you send a release date in we're in September, end of September. That don't even make sense. Now, mind you, maybe she needs to start promoting a year ahead because at the end of the day, who
Mm.
is checking for her? Not me. You know what I'm saying? So
And,
maybe I get it.
and here's my thing. And this is not to say, because I'll play Tyler's advocate. This is not to say that just because this body of work is dope doesn't mean like somebody else's train stops, right? Like you
That's a
still,
fact.
you know what I mean? So it's no shade, but it's just the timing. It would be different if she would have had dropped a cover and just left it. But it's a
Oh, see, that'd have been hard. That'd
that
have
would have
been
been
hard.
hard, because then it's like, ooh, like now you're creating that anticipation.
Yeah.
But you just drop a selfie with the date on it with the CD icon. Is like, it just looks like, it's like, look at me, guys, look at me, nobody's looking at me. Look, you know what I mean? It looks crazy. I say all this to say I really just do hope that one day they can do something. I'm
It's
not
not gonna
asking for
happen.
I'm not asking for a project, but I do think it would be nice to have a track. Now, I
She
think
want them
at
at
this,
BET Awards.
I mean,
You want them on a cipher?
we could do Quavo and Offset. Them niggas came together.
Nah, but dude, they man died. What
Okay.
what is connecting Cardi
New
and Nicki
York.
together?
New York. This is my
No.
thing. Okay, hear me out. This would be dope because I feel like if we look at all female MCs, right? Of
Yep.
our generation. So I'm thinking of like high school and up. Nicki for a long time was the only one, right? And that's another reason why it's like, oh,
Remy.
Nicki's the greatest. But remember, Remy then got locked up. That's what really
Yeah.
hindered. If Remy didn't
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
locked up, it would have been a whole different
It's a
conversation.
different story for sure.
Right. Remy got locked up, so it was just Nicki out there. So she was, whatever. I really truly feel that the way Cardi acts towards other female rappers, is the way I think Nicki should have came out the gate. Because you've
Uh-huh.
been holding it down for so long, you should have just been like, yeah, come on. Like it's if I eat, we all eat type of attitude. And because Nicki doesn't have that attitude, Nicki, to your point, it's not like bougie, but it's like holier than thou. Like you're so removed. And I think that's why Nicki lost a lot of fans. Like a lot of people were like, oh, I used to be a Barb. Because now it feels like she's not like close to the ground. Where Cardi's very relatable. She's been
Yeah.
herself since Instagram, way before Love and Hip Hop. Cardi has been the same. She's humble. My thing is, and the Barbs, y'all can eat me up for this one. I need Nicki to act like her father almost killed her and light their whole house on fire. Get to those humble beginnings. Get to that. Get to that. When you didn't
Nah.
have a pot to piss in. No, you the problem is, Tyler, people get a little bit of money and the hunger go away. You understand? Cardi got money. She's still hungry. She's in the booth laying down tracks. Nicki, it's like she's so removed. Oh, yeah, I'm buying a mansion. And Nicki, that's not relatable to none of your fucking fans. We rubbing two quarters together. You understand? You are not relatable. Cardi is relatable, and this is why she's doing well. Because she's relatable. She makes sure that she's in reach with her fans. People that are Nicki fans can say, oh, well, Nicki. No, Nicki mobilizes y'all and uses y'all as like gangsters and you know what I mean, mobsters to deal with her dirty work. That's not a pure connection. That is what do they call that? That's somebody using you. That's a
Uh,
pimp. That's a pimp.
yeah. Ooh. Ooh,
So
Nicki
Nicki out
fans
here
see
pimping y'all
hoes.
out, and y'all
Ooh.
are attacking Cardi B and all this other stuff. And Cardi B fans are like, man, we got another one album again. We're not mad.
Big
You know what I mean?
facts. Big
So
facts.
I say all this to say, I mean, one day I did hope that, we would get that. It's fleeting as days go on, as Nicki crashes out. Cardi, keep your head up, stay blessed. Don't go into early labor because of this woman. Mind your business. And you know what I mean? Wait for this baby to drop. And if you decide to pop up on the hoe, then you pop up on the hoe. But make sure you know what I mean, the kids are safe and they taken care of. Yeah.
Yeah, I look, I agree with you. I feel like Cardi should take the lane of working with everyone else except her. I say you
Correct.
stay in the city and you work with all the other New York rappers, New York artists. Um, everybody eat. Just
Mm-hmm.
keep feeding the city.
That's all you could do.
Nicki just gonna look like the lone wolf, you know. The
Yeah, I mean, and
It
we
is what
and
it
we you
is.
talked about this in Tyler's turntables. Pink Friday 2 was not. It wasn't what we expected. So I'm not even gonna say like I'm excited for her album because I'm not. I was disappointed the last one,
Look,
and I
man.
think
Look,
it's a
man.
level of delusion for people to be like, oh, that album was so good. You got to
No.
be honest. Now, if Cardi would have dropped some shit, and I'm honest. I'm a real fan, but I'm honest. I would be like, you know what, Cardi, this ain't. You got some bops, but it ain't it. It just so happened that the whole project is immaculate. There's nothing I would change. Nicki, I mean, you promoting this album, you got to come with that heat.
If you're gonna make us wait for a year, well, dropping in March normally doesn't give you the sign of this is going to be top tier music, man.
It seems like I'm just dropping something to spite. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like it doesn't seem like you. Oh, I'm work. You know what I mean? I'm working in the booth. I'm late. No, it just you're being spiteful, and I don't think that that's gonna benefit her or give her the results she wants
yeah.
ultimately.
If
But
you drop if you drop during that time, normally you're an artist that's coming up
mm-hmm.
trying to beat the wave of the hotter joints coming in the summer.
Right.
Um, so I find it very interesting. It's very intriguing that she would do this. But we're also in different times, man. It's
Yeah.
she promoting the different people at this point. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish her the best. I wish her the best, but I will not be
Mm.
tuning in respectfully. Maybe for the
Respectfully.
podcast. Only for the podcast. I'll
Respectfully.
tune in for the podcast.
Research purposes.
Uh huh. Well, we appreciate the tea, Casey.
Yeah.
We
I
appreciate the
try.
tea. Let's get into Tyler's turntables. You feel me? Mix. Um, Speaking of Ice Spice, you feel me? It seems to be the end of a beef. Lotto and Ice Spice a couple weeks ago. I didn't get to talk about it last week. But Lotto and Ice Spice dropped a single called "Got."
You think you the shit? You're not even
uh,
the fart. Go ahead.
a song that it came and went. It came and went, but
And we were happy to watch her leave.
came and went. It is interesting that Lotto and Ice Spice kind of seem to have cleared things up. Lotto is on a trajectory to
Mm,
have a solid career. I don't think she'll ever be in that. I don't know. I don't think she'll ever be in the hemisphere of, you know, a Cardi or a Meg. I don't think she's really in the hemisphere of a Meg right now. I think she's in
mm.
that tier below, um, which is not a bad tier,
It's not.
but she's also it's tough for her because I know while she's a good rapper.
Mm,
So for her to be, in my opinion, still in the tier with a sexy red or glow,
yeah.
I feel like she would feel disrespected about that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's just where she's at right now. It's just where she's at. So I feel it's interesting that they decided to do a single and clear things up, especially after she straight up washed her on Sunday service.
She
Um,
did.
so this feels like Ice Spice is trying to regroup. This feels
Mm,
like a play for Ice Spice to be like, I gotta get back out there. I gotta,
yeah.
I gotta shoot. I gotta clear things up. And I'm curious.
Mm,
I wonder if that beef was holding her back from moving forward. So
mm,
I'm curious if she felt like she had to make it right.
yeah.
Um, so shout out to them too. One last thing. Four Bats. I don't know if you're into Four Bats. He was the nigga that he did the video where he had the ski mask on, no shirt, a whole bunch of niggas behind him. And when he started singing, he was like, this does not match. This don't match the background. Like his voice, I think it was an auto
Mm,
tune thing, but um, he dropped the album Still Shining. I was a big fan of the previous project. He had the joint with Drake. Um,
you said four
and
bats.
Four
I gotta,
Bats, yeah. He
I
had
gotta
this
look this
song.
up.
Uh,
That's like not. I'm glad you recognized that was like not helpful.
Excuse me.
Four bats.
I think you already feel.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
To me, baby. Yo, that nigga.
Okay.
So
So what
yeah.
are our thoughts of the project?
Okay. It's legit a continuation of the last album. It's just a whole bunch of act. He keep labeling things as the acts. I thought it was some decent features. He had Leon Thomas in there. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, Max Cremo. Uh, there was a couple other decent
Max what?
features. Max, is it Max Cream or Max Cremo?
Primo. What the
I
fuck?
don't want to be wrong about this.
I hope you are.
Max O Cream, my bad. Nigga name
That
Max O
is.
Cream, my bad. I messed that up.
I mean, not that that's like a bump.
It don't help.
It doesn't
Like
help.
the name, he's
Name is
solid though.
wild.
Maxwell Cream's solid. I've always respected. I've
He's
always respected
a
his
MC
ability.
or is he a singer?
He a rapper. Yeah, he a rapper.
Okay.
He a rapper. I mean, look, it's a real R&B vibe. I feel it. I feel the feels. I feel the
Okay.
feels. I also feel like I are we living in an age where are we cool with auto tune? Like are we cool with it being so regular that we just letting this shit slide?
History repeats itself. I mean, we were
Like
cool with T-Pain.
we was cool. No, but we wasn't cool with T Pain because he was
Oop.
using auto tune.
Oh,
Is that
what
my
the?
foot?
Oh my God, what's happening, Siri?
Can you see me? Oh,
I can hear you
can you
now.
hear me?
Yeah.
We wasn't cool with T Pain because he was using auto tune. We was cool with T Pain because the songs were immaculate. Like
Mm.
songs were immaculate. I'm sprung. You know,
But we can
I
say
feel
that
like
the auto tune added a little spice. You know,
yeah,
it
yeah,
did.
yeah. That's
It
fair.
did.
That's
It
fair.
didn't make the
That's fair.
song, but it added a little oomph
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
But
maybe
you can't
that's his
you
vibe.
you can't get off the like yeah, but like I'm just interested. I'm curious. I'm curious how he performs live. I'm curious how he performs live.
Mm.
I
How would that translate live? Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's
And
a
I
good
just
point.
really think it's really just the curiosity of like, is this his real voice? Like, Drake used auto tune to kind of touch up. But you could tell when he's really using it, or you could tell when he's just like, I just need to like
It's not
fix it
consecutive.
right
He's
here.
he's like in
Yeah,
and out. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's in and out of it. But this is just, it's just different. It's just different, especially when you see videos of like this nigga in a ski mask, shirt off, whole bunch of niggas in the back smoking with possibly with some guns on them, and he's just
Oh
like,
wow.
"Hope you find someone you love." And you just like, "What nigga? What? This shit don't make no goddamn sense."
But
But
I would say that I feel like a lot of them are kind of giving that vibe because even the
oh man,
ones that are covering, okay, I think it was you or Jalen that said the guy that goes Drake goes ooh, like they're
oh,
remaking things with like
what's it
heavy.
called? R and what's the R and drill or something like that, drill and
Yes,
B or something
yeah,
like that.
I feel like we're coming into a new age, and I feel like four bats would fall under
Yeah,
that category.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of this shit. I'm
Mm,
not the biggest fan of drill and
no.
B. I just feel like
Pick one.
if you gonna if you gonna talk about some tough shit,
Drake goes ooh.
like
Yeah.
yeah, that's like be tough about this shit. Let the soft shit be about
I'ma make
soft
it better
things.
for you.
Hey, bro, you imagine you about to get shot and you hear that shit come out the speaker?
Nah, that's crazy. That's that's crazy. That
Like,
yeah.
if you go talk about some tough shit, I need the music to be tough. Like, we not about to do this. We not about to do this, bro. We not about to
Yeah.
have this for years. Like, nah. Hopefully this is just
Yeah.
a trend that lasts a couple, maybe another year. But that's just crazy, bro.
No,
It's
it's
almost disrespect to the to the sample. It's almost disrespect to the sample, bro.
well, that could be said too, because it's like you're not using the sample in a way that's like, well, I don't know, because some people can say imitation is the best form of flattery, though.
That's fair. That's fair. Now I will say if you took a song, if niggas took like R. Kelly songs and they
Mm.
drill and be out, I ain't mad at you. Whatever. Whatever. Well, let's just
We
remove
got to
the R.
silence him though.
Kelly. Yeah,
Yeah.
but let's remove the we could flip those and use it for something else. Use it for something else. I just feel like certain hits is just
Yeah.
like, damn, bro, you really gonna turn that hit into we
Drake goes ooh, what?
we
Yeah.
turning the block on niggas. Oh, with
Yeah.
this shit crazy.
No. I think to your point, it's like polar opposites. It's like too opposite where it doesn't attract. Like it sounds crazy.
Um, I'll tell you what else is crazy, man. The Super Bowl, NFL announced the Super Bowl performer. Um, and
Bad
yeah, big
Bunny.
shout out to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I don't know how they say it.
Puerto Rico.
Big
You
shout
said.
out to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Bad Bunny, the most streamed artist of all time.
All time
Um,
artist. Understand. Yeah.
yeah.
Stop
KC,
playing with the kid.
what did you think of this announcement?
I'm gonna be honest. I was excited. I think that the Super Bowl, we've talked about this multiple times. The Super Bowl is the biggest stage. You have millions and millions of people watching. And I think that it's dope. For him, I think this has been his year. Like he's been on a phenomenal run. After he dropped his album, he's wrapped up his residency in Puerto Rico. So now he's gonna, hit up everywhere but the United States. And there have been some people that have been like a little, I don't want to say butthurt, but upset. They're like, oh, well, you said you weren't gonna perform in the United States to, make a, stance and whatever. But I think that sometimes in order to really get it to the masses, you have to do things that you didn't necessarily plan for. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure when he was doing his
Mm.
tour and things of that nature, he didn't think I'm going to get the Super Bowl. And that's a big opportunity. That's not, I think people hear other people decline, but it's a big obligation. It's a lot of like preparation and you got to get your body right, your mind right. You have to come up with a theme or a stage that's going to blow the ones before you, right? So you have to come with a sense of like differentness. I think it's a lot. I personally, I'm excited about it. I think it's dope. I think that he is a wonderful performer. I think his concert has seemed to have this theme of like really amplifying the Puerto Rican voice. And I think just like anything, people are going to see it and be like, this is political. And there's going to be some MAGA people that are upset. They're already upset. And I think that's fine. I feel like, Kendrick did it last year. He had them upset, but people tuned
Won an
in,
Emmy. That's
won
for
an
sure.
Emmy.
A lot of people
So
tuned in. Can you break down? You probably talked about this before, but he did I forget the name, but he performed in Puerto Rico for a minute. What they call that?
a
He did
residency.
he
Mhm.
did a residence. Thank you. He did a residency in Puerto Rico. He's
Mhm.
not performing in the United States.
No, so he doesn't have any shows in the US. So in order for you to catch him, you either had to catch him in Puerto Rico, but his
Yeah.
Puerto Rico shows are done, or you have to catch him in like South America. I think he's going to Europe. He's basically going anywhere that's not United States.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
What was did he say? He say what?
I think when you think about the history of Puerto Rico, the island in the United States, it's kind of, and I hate to compare, but it's kind of similar to how people treat Africa, right? You go to Africa, get the blood diamonds and all the resources and things of that nature that you can profit off of. That's his biggest thing is like Puerto Rico is being sucked dry. The people have nothing. You can have a college degree in Puerto Rico and not get a job, and you have to work at Marshall's. Like the economy is really bad, but somehow it does really well for, if I could be honest, rich white people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if the economy continues to decline, that means housing, the properties and things like that go cheaper, right?
Yep.
So then that means, people that are affluent go in and they can buy all that. But then what happens to the people on the island? They're kind of asked out. They're in
Yep.
a situation where they're
Can't
like,
afford nothing no
can't
more.
afford anything. It's super expensive, X, Y, and Z. So I think that's what his whole thing is like, my island is beautiful. I want to pour back into it and I want people to know the beauty of it beyond the resources and things that it provides. By also saying like we're a territory, but we're not treated as such, right? People like,
Right.
oh, Puerto Ricans are citizens, but when you go there, it's not
Yeah.
that's not what you see. You know what I mean? So I think
Hmm.
his thing is just trying to get Puerto Rico right. And there's going to be people that have said like, "Oh, well he had, this person who's a Trump supporter perform at his show and X, Y, and Z." And I'm not going to fault Bad Bunny for that because I think sometimes you have to kiss the ring kind of a thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Like in order to get into certain spaces and rooms and make waves, you have to unfortunately make friends with the enemy, right? And so, not saying
Yeah.
that's what he's doing, but it's like I can understand that. Like, you can't be ultimately anti everybody. I mean, we saw how that worked out
Yeah.
with Malcolm X. Eventually, Malcolm was like, okay, fuck it. We can't do the whole violent thing. We got to do it. You know what I mean? We have to
Yeah.
change it up.
At some point, yeah.
So,
And he
extremism
got a
doesn't
greater
help.
purpose. He got a
Hmm.
greater goal. I
Yeah.
like that though. I like that though because that's what I was hearing. He literally um, changed the economy for Puerto Rico. Like
His
bringing this.
residency alone had brought in, and I know it's well past that now, but over like $300 million
Wow.
um to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Like you got to think, there everybody and their mother was flying to Puerto Rico to catch the
Yep.
show. Obviously, you can go to Colombia and different places, right, to catch it, but you know that it's going to be special in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow. Wow.
and so he was able to bring in a lot of money for Puerto Rico. So when people say things, it's like, okay, you want to critique him, but what have you done? You know what I
No,
mean?
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
So if you're
fact.
gonna critique, put your money where your mouth is. Do something for the island and do something to, you know what I mean? Help out. But we can't just sit here scrutinizing people when they're trying to do the right thing.
Yep.
So
Yep. Shout out to Bad Bunny, shout out to Rock Nation once again for
mm,
making a decision that was gonna shake some feathers, man.
yeah.
Um, Bad Bunny. I think a lot of people. So you know, I I work in a space where a lot of people don't look like me. So
Mm,
I hear a lot of people. There's a lot of people thinking, oh, Taylor Swift gonna get it. She was trying to. dating Travis Kelce, was trying to get her in with the NFL. People, there's a lot of rumors like that. She going to
Yeah.
perform at halftime. It was already, people was, I don't want to say tripping, but
People
there
feel
was a
some
lot
type of
of
way. Yeah.
there was a lot of people feeling some type of way about Kendrick Lamar. And
Mm-hmm.
why wasn't Taylor Swift performing last year? So for them to pick Bad Bunny, that was a little interesting. The feelings, I haven't. It's I like it. That's all I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to say. I really do like it, and I appreciate the fact that um they picked someone. And here's the thing: if you're going off merit, as
Mm-hmm.
people like to say, if you're
Mm-hmm.
going off merit, there's no other artist you can select
Mm-hmm.
other than Bad Bunny. If you're talking the most streamed artist right now, and technically speaking, he's American.
Mm-hmm.
So there is really not much anybody can say when it comes to why isn't somebody else, the artist here.
Yeah.
And I want him to speak Spanish the whole time. I may not understand a lick of what's going on.
I'm screaming.
By the way, and we've seen him before. I've seen him perform at a Grammy. I've seen him perform. He actually performed in the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Oh, with J-Lo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I know for a fact while his it's going to be ridiculous. Like I know
Yeah.
for a fact there's going to be so many people out there, and, just dancing and going crazy. And while he's
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily the person that's going to be hitting the moves, he's going to have everybody around. It's going to be fly. It's going to be
Yeah.
super fly.
It's gonna be dope.
And I definitely think this was a great move. I definitely think it was a great move. I need your help
Mm.
in uh figuring out what to listen to in preparation.
Mm.
If I don't have time to go through everything, if somebody don't
I'm
got
you
time to
know
go through
what?
everything, what's
I'm
like
gonna
a
be honest. I really feel like because there's so much of a statement his latest project has been made, has made, I would say that would be the best found it, like really solidify yourself with that. The music's solid,
okay?
and there's some joints in there that are very dancey and very like good times and vibes.
Yeah.
But then there's other joints that's like, yo, I don't want what happened to Hawaii to happen to Puerto Rico. I can absolutely see him closing out with that one. Um,
Mm, mm.
not to say his other projects are not good, but I really think in order for him to maximize these 12 minutes, he needs to really be rooted in that album. If you're gonna piss him
All
off,
right.
piss him off. You know what I mean?
Well, there it is. I gotta tune into the last one. I gotta tune into the last one. Yeah, you got man. Look, man, that's what we're here for, to piss people off. Like
Ultimately.
we can't go with the status quo. It's so interesting. The NFL is such a balance of like, um, it's such a balance of people that
Mm,
watch the NFL, right?
mm,
I don't not getting political at all,
mm,
but for them to consistently pick entertainment
mm-hmm.
that entertains one group of people,
Yeah.
uh, but not necessarily, but the league in general kind of leans towards another group.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's very
Yeah.
interesting how we do it, how they do it, and you know what? Hey, you got to play both sides.
You
You
have to.
got to play both sides in business. So, shout out to them. Shout out to Bad Bunny. Shout out to Puerto Rico, man. I gotta check. I gotta go to Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? We gotta hit it. You feel me? All right. That's all we got for y'all today, good people. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. Please make sure you hit subscribe.
Mhm.
Subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Like the video. Okay.
Mhm.
And after you subscribe to our channel, you go to Dare to Talk.
Please.
Subscribe to KC's Dare to
I'm
Talk
begging you.
podcast.
Then I'll beg thee.
Subscribe to Dare to Talk podcast. And after you do that, Lord, I was mumbling. You go to patreon.com/noclearance. Subscribe to the Patreon where you get the content before the content. We have it's actually called the convo before the convo. We talk our talk before we hit record, before we record for the public. So make sure y'all check that out. All right. This once again, thank y'all for tuning in. You'll stay black.
Stay blessed.
Peace out.